go. Will the Miami Hurricanes complete the sweep of the North Carolina Tar Heels? This is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. ACC Championship game tipping off Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN from the Greensboro Coliseum. UNC Tar Heels come in winners of 8 of their last 10 games. Of course, they picked up a 79-76 victory over the Maryland Terrapins on Saturday as 4.5-point favorites, going over the total for the second time in this tournament. That directly followed 6 consecutive unders to close out the regular season. The Tar Heels, of course, one of the better ACC teams historically, 90-41 all-time in this event. That's just a win away from tying the Duke Blue Devils for the most wins in ACC tournament play. The Duke Blue Devils 91-42. Played in this ACC title game in 16 of the last 26 seasons, so a definite experience edge from a program standpoint of landing in the ACC title game. But the Tar Heels are just 2-5-1 in their last 8 conference tournament games, and they lost both regular season meetings to the Miami Hurricanes, failing to cover those games by a combined 31.5 points. Wasn't pretty in both meetings. 2-0 ATS in the tournament. Looks like the Miami Hurricanes have kind of turned things around after going a little sluggish at the end of February, beginning of March. 81-71 victory over the NC State Wolfpack as 2-point favorites. They went in at the break with a 12-point lead, just kind of matched point for point with NC State. I think they were looking ahead to the title game. First trip to the ACC final in school history. We're a hungry team. We want more. I'm going to buy in. Guard Shane Larkin, one of my favorite players in the country. Of course, the son of Hall of Fame baseball player Barry Larkin. 19-7 against the spread record this season. 23-10 in their last 33 neutral site contests against the spread. And I like Jim Larranaga as one of the best head coaches in the entire country. And I think he can X and O over Roy Williams. Roy Williams, of course, one of the more notoriety, bigger named coaches in college basketball, but not the best in X's and O's. Jim Larranaga, I'll give him the edge, even though Miami's program does not have much experience in this game. He took George Mason to the Final Four as a head coach, and he also has experience in the ACC, especially winning ACC title games as an assistant at Virginia. Still a lot to prove for Miami. A lot of people aren't buying into this team. They've been overlooked all year in the same conference as the Duke Blue Devils. They want to land potentially a #1 seed, and also North Carolina 0-2 straight up and against the spread as neutral site underdogs of 3 points or less in their last 2 opportunities. I'm going to suggest laying the points here, 1.5 with the Miami Hurricanes against the North Carolina Tar Heels on Sunday. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Cut.